As one of the biggest agricultural producing countries, the Netherlands plays an important role in attaining global food security. Some projections estimate that by 2050, the crop production needs to double in order to feed the rising world population. As part of its contribution to cope with this demand, the Netherlands allocates €350 million for food security in developing countries per year. We'll discuss two cases depicting the impact of Dutch policy on food security in developing countries. First, related to land use, and the second is about the GMO. Generally, Dutch food security policy encompasses increasing access to nutritious food, removing barriers to national and world trade, funding worldwide research into agriculture, and encourage the private sector to help achieve global food security. However, food security requires investment and innovations that can only be realized through strategic joint ventures between the different stakeholders. As land grabbing becomes a challenge, food is becoming an increasingly geopolitical issue. In 2010, the joint venture between Royal Dutch Shell and the Brazilian company Cosan announced the acquisition of hectares of land in Brazil to invest in biofuels. The 20-year contract delegates the operations to Raízen. Today, Raízen is the national #1 producer of bioethanol and sugarcane in bioenergy. Raízen's latest report released in 2008 shows the highest production of ethanol with 2.1 billion liters, billions in profit in trade, and 4 million people assisted through social responsibility projects. Also, Raízen has a strong commitment to sustainable development goals, mainly claiming contributions to zero hunger, decent work and economic growth, reducing inequalities, responsible consumption and production, and climate action. Oxfam Novib, an international NGO fighting global poverty and food insecurity, denounces the international trend of the past 30 years. Large corporations from rich Western countries are increasingly involved in acquiring land in developing countries, as local communities there are often in a weak position to protect themselves from land grabbing. Although Raízen claims to be guided by ethics, safety, and sustainability, there are serious reservations on our environmentalists that the growing attraction of biofuels in Brazil, which the agricultural land earmarked for food, shifted to field crops, endangering food security. So, what is the Dutch government doing to regulate these land investments by national companies in developing countries? According to Oxfam Novib, overall the Dutch government has taken voluntary commitments such as to implement UN guidelines for responsible and sustainable governance. Also, it plays a proactive role in the OECD, continuously pushing for improvement on investment guidelines.